What's up guys, Magic Knives here, and today I'm bringing to you some Modern Warfare knife-only gameplay on the map Crash, a Modern Warfare remastered throwback here. Pretty nice to add that. It's nice that they add Vacant and Shipment to it as well. Shipment is just freaking chaos every time you play on that map. It's just like you spawn and you got an enemy right next to you. But anyways, this is a 17 kill streak gameplay. I remember just playing like on this day or a few days, just grinding it, just having a really tough time, and yeah, I was struggling just to get a gameplay, and finally somehow I managed to get this 17 kill streak gameplay, knife only, which is unreal. The only highest other kill streak I got was during the beta, and that was an 18 kill streak with the M4. I mean, in this game, the M4 is pretty much a god gun. You can just go ham every time with the M4. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite guns that I like to run with in this game, as well as the AK-47 and the MP5, as well as the 357. Love the 357 Magnum in this game, especially the snake shot. But in this commentary, I do want to address an interesting topic is Airsoft better than real gun shooting? Now, don't get me wrong, this is not meant to bash on real steel gun hobbyists or guys who enjoy shooting real guns. I myself, I love shooting real guns, you know, and if I had the money and the wealth or the time to enjoy such a hobby, trust me, I would. In fact, I'm hoping that once I graduate my basic military qualification or my BMQ training, that I can apply for my Canadian gun license, and therefore I'm actually opting to maybe look into a armed security job after the basic military training. So you know, hopefully I can do that. And in order to do that, I have to get the gun license for that job, because it's not the same compared to like being in law enforcement or the military. You know, with the military and law enforcement, you don't need to have that. Although it would kind of be nice if you would just, like, if you got the job, they would automatically certify you with that, so you wouldn't have to bother getting it on your own time. Kind of nice, honestly. But the reason why I say Airsoft is better than real gun shooting is because, for one, it's cheaper. It's way more affordable for a lot of gun enthusiasts such as myself, guys that are into video gaming and Call of Duty or any other first-person shooter games. Airsoft is a cheaper alternative to enjoy guns and enjoy having replica guns that mimic the real steel counterpart. So with that, it's a way more friendly, affordable option for young people like me who barely have any money and can't afford getting a gun license and getting real guns, for that matter. Real guns will cost anywhere from, like, I think $800 to like a few $1,000, whereas airsoft guns, if you get an affordable AEG, it's like $200-300 depending on what kind of gun you want to get. And so airsoft is just way easier to get into. And secondly, as far as airsoft being more affordable, you also have more freedom to choose from, at least in Canada. Like, even in Canada and the US, you have so much more freedom as far as like what type of guns you're allowed to own, or what guns you're allowed to purchase. You know, with as far as anything, right? Depending on where you live, especially Canada, you're kind of limited to certain types of guns that you can own. You can't really own certain type of guns, like AKs, for example. For whatever reason, they're banned in Canada. You can't own an AK, even if you own a gun license, which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as far as airsoft, you have more freedom to choose what airsoft guns you want to own, so you can have pretty much anything that exists in the real gun world, just obviously airsoft version. So you kind of satisfy that enjoyment of having like real, like replica guns that are that replicate the real life counterpart. And as well, you're also not limited in terms of magazine capacity. Obviously, again, airsoft's just simulation, but with airsoft, it's like you can have anywhere from like 10 rounds to 140 rounds or 300, 600 rounds of BBs, so you have more freedom as far as how much ammo capacity you want. Then if you want to be realistic, or you just want to have infinite amount of ammo, which definitely helps you in some games. But in that sense, Canada, you're limited to only either 5 rounds in a rifle magazine or 10 in a pistol magazine. In the US, obviously you get to have more, like 30, possibly more, I'm not sure, but depending on where you live in the States. But yeah, you have less limits as far as ammo capacity goes, and gun choices that you can purchase and own, you know, compared to like with airsoft, you just have that much more freedom. And on top of that too, compared to real gun shooting, right, you can't simulate or train like force on force, you know, not really anyways, unless you're lucky enough to have simunition, which I mean, I feel like only if you're lucky enough to attend such classes, or you're in law enforcement or in the military, only then could you do such thing. With airsoft, you have a much more affordable way to practice force on force training. And airsoft, it allows you to have fun and mimic the video game world, first person shooters to be exact, to do that. You know, you can mimic real life, an actual Call of Duty game mode, and at the same time you can actually, you know, this is why armies, they use airsoft as a training tool for some countries, and it's because it's way more affordable to use as a training tool. So, you know, those are just some examples of how I feel airsoft in ways are better than real gun shooting. Obviously, it's nothing compared into real gun shooting as far as recoil and, you know, actual like weapons handling. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Hope to see you guys in my future videos, guys. Peace out.